it's live. रुचिर का नंबर है आपके पास? रुचिका, मानसी का नंबर है? Okay. Oh, hi, Bairaj. How is everything? Good. No hi, no hello. Okay. नहीं, सिर्फ ये देख लो कि उसमें कोई सोशल मीडिया चैनल है आपके पास? यूट्यूब या यूट्यूब, हमें भी नंबर याद नहीं है। उसका टेंशन मत लीजिए, हम सब दिखा देंगे। लीव इट अपॉन मी। Let me make it more dark. Good morning, good morning. Am I audible? Clear? Very good. So I would like to welcome everyone on this 2-hour live interactive session. English is okay for everyone?
Yes, yes.
Maybe sometime I will use Hindi, so kindly excuse, because first I have to take care for this nalaik. Okay. So I believe in one sentence that making money into stock market is as easy as making a cup of coffee, but your trade should be 100% process oriented, not profit oriented. But nowadays it's very difficult to understand the market, that market is going up or market is going down. How we are able to make money? Can we trade or can we invest, or is this the right time to trade or invest? So in this 2 hour, I will try to make it clear that market is going into the right condition. You can manage your risk and reward and multiple things, which one I'm implementing for the boss, and I'm going to teach you, or I'm going to make it interactive as we can. 90% people think that a stock market is all about gambling, because they have jumped into stock market or forex market or into commodity market, not because they know how to do it, because they have jumped into a stock market because they love one thing, they love leverage. According to my personal experience, when I jumped into UAE market in 2013, I called a lot of people that I need more fund to trade, and I can. I wasn't able to convince them. There was one reason. जब ये मिलता था, then they used to ask one question, that what will be the maximum drawdown whenever you are trading with my fund. then my answer is to be a maximum drawdown will be 0.5% per trade, or maximum 2% of your entire capital. Then suddenly after 5 minutes, okay, Mr. Kumar, thank you very much. I'm going to call you again. I never got a call. उसमें मुझे फंड की जरूरत थी. उनको लगता था कि मैं 0.5% जिस लॉस की बात करता हूं मैं झूठ करता हूं. Because अगर if you will talk to anyone in Dubai that what is the maximum drawdown, then drawdown is 25%. In that scenario, I am talking only that your maximum drawdown will be 0.5% of your entire capital. Means, for example, if you are going to take 10 trades, then 0.5%, and out of 10, 5 loss, and out of 10, 5 is profit. 0.5% into 5 is equal to minus 2.5%. So they were unable to digest it, that how it can be 0.5% per trade. But most of us have experienced that 0.5% is practically possible, and we can go with 0.5% of the entire capital. So out of 10, if we have made 0.5%, and when we were talking about target, so 2.5% per trade minimum. I think you have seen my recent chart of GR40, or you have seen my recent chart of Adobe. I'll go through all the trade. I will open my contract note. I will open my statement, not to impress anyone, just to tell you that I have gone through all the trades, and if you want, you can check it. So 2.5% into 5 is equal to 12.5%. But there is one problem. Problem is only 10 trades in a month. Only 10 trades in a month. Rest of the time, हम क्या करेंगे? This is the biggest problem in a stock market trading journey, that when we used to say only 10 trades in a month, because we haven't jumped into a stock market with any degree. Even in IIM, Oxford, Harvard, they don't teach us that how to make money. Today I'm going to reveal a secret that even we are not going to trade for a year. We can make 200 or 300% with a single trade. Is it practically possible? No, it is. It is practically possible that even for a year, 1 year we are not doing anything, then still we are making 600% in a year. How it is practically possible? I was talking to Hussain, I'm going to leave all the things for a couple of years. Hussain told, sir, what happened? मैंने हुसैन को बोला, हुसैन, actually, if you are going to sit with me and you are going to ask, sir, give me a blueprint of 100 crores. I will talk in Indian rupees because most of my capital, I always convert in Indian. अगर दुबई में खर्च करना होता है, okay, so 1,000 dirhams means 26,000 rupees. दिमाग तो वो dirham पे ही टिकता है ना, रुपया पे टिकता है. बिकॉज बचपन से हम कल मैंने एक पोस्ट डाला था अपने सोशल मीडिया पोस्ट पे कि मेरा बचपन का सपना था कि मैं क्रिमिनल बनूं. व्हाई? बिकॉज हमने अपने गांव में सबसे रिच आदमी देखा, वो क्रिमिनल देखा था जिसने डकैती किया था, और वो डकैती मेरे आंखों के सामने था. और मेरे जो सुपरस्टार थे मेरे चाचा थे, क्योंकि गोली बंदूक अपने पास रखते थे, उनसे सब डरता था. तो टाइम टू टाइम हम उस वक्त हमारे नजर में सबसे बड़ा सुपरस्टार वही थे. सो व्हाट I am suffering with one major problem. Problem is, if you are going to talk to me that Ravi, give me a blueprint of 100 crores, instantly I will sit with you. I will tell you, first practice for 1 or 2 years. After that, within 4 to 5 years, after that practice, within 4 to 5 years, it is achievable. Whatever capital you do have, forget about it. But if you will talk to me that give me a blueprint of $10 billion, I don't have any words to talk about because I haven't gone through that how to make a blueprint of $10 billion. और जिसके पास हो अपने बगल में बैठने नहीं देता. जिसके पास है, मैं एक इंसान से पिछले 7 महीने से अपॉइंटमेंट ले रहा हूं, 7 महीने से, और वो मुझे अपॉइंटमेंट देने के लिए इतना भटका रहा है. लेकिन मुझे पता है जिस दिन मैं उससे अपॉइंटमेंट लूंगा मैं 100 करोड़ कमा लूंगा. मैं एक अपॉइंटमेंट के लिए एक होटल में जहां मुझे कोई काम नहीं है, आई एम जस्ट सिटिंग बैक इन होटल एंड आई एम जस्ट वेटिंग फॉर देयर कंफर्मेशन. आफ्टर 1 month, no confirmation at all. Again I try to chess. Can we play golf? No, I don't have time. Can we have a can we go for some drinks? Even I don't drink, still I offer. नहीं बताता. So trading, the biggest problem of trading is you don't know someone who is actual a trader. Dubai is full with broker, and the people who is making money in Dubai, actual trader आपके सामने नहीं होगा. रूपल अभी हमसे दिल्ली आए थे मिलने, और सुनील जी, आई थिंक यू वर देयर. So people told me that, Ravi bhai, you are the superstar of Indian market. May you please do something in global market as well. Suddenly I thought today is Saturday, let's have a round of Bitcoin, and we took Bitcoin with the same demand and supply zone, and it worked very well. And I think if you are from GEL, we have took multiple chart that how it works even during live market. So the problem in the we are not a trader. We have jumped into a stock market because we love this language YEL. YEL stands for lot of money. No, YEL stands for loan. YEL stands for leverage. We think we are getting leverage. That's why we are into stock market. For example, forget about it. If your liquidity provider will tell you that you are going to get 1:1 leverage, 1:1 leverage, will you still trade into Forex? The answer is no. If your liquidity provider will tell you that Mr. Sunil or Ruchika, or you are going to get 1:1 leverage, means for example, if you have $1 million in your bank account and you are going to get only $1 million, so you are not going to trade. You are going to leave this market immediately. You think, okay, I have $100 in my bank account and I can still trade into gold. That's magic. Because you have jumped into stock market for leverage and you love the leverage. 1:500, 1:1000, 1:5000. Correct? More leverage, more reward. But more leverage, more risk. More leverage, more reward, but more leverage, more risk. For example, right now, if I will stop everything, I'm not uh, going to become bankrupt because I don't have any bank loan. I don't have to pay interest, and I don't have to pay any EMI. Even I don't have to pay car. But for example, if I have, based on my income tax statement, for example, my income tax in India is 10 crore, and I have taken a loan of 100 crore. So the EMI, interest, and the compound interest will kill me. So in a stock market, when you take leverage, you pay interest. How many of you know about it? When you take leverage, you pay interest. Oh, I haven't noticed that I pay interest as well. And you pay a lot of interest, a lot of money. लोग बोलते हैं, how you going? I'm going to prove each and everything right now. The entire world is not being operated with, sorry, this is a little bit advanced session, so kindly excuse. So the entire world is not being operated with the help of a stock or commodity or crude or something. The entire world is being operated with the one simple word, and that is IR. IR stands for interest rate. How something is being operated with the interest rate, I'm going to make it clear. Whenever you are trading into Forex and when you are trading into commodities, you have to understand this word IR. If everyone is comfortable, आपको नहीं लगा कि ये अंग्रेज का बच्चा किधर से कूदक पड़ा? कल तक तो ठीक था, रात में पौआ तो नहीं लगा लिया? राहुल जी, राहुल जी, कल तक तो ठीक था रवि भाई, रात में क्या हो गया इनको? मैं थोड़ा सा अपने आप को चेंज करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ, और एसी थोड़ा ठंडा कर देना। संदीप, समझ गए ना? एसी को ठंडा ही रखना। बंद है, ठीक है। So interest, when we are talking about interest rate, the entire world and entire stock market, Forex, commodity, bond is being operated. This is advanced session. This is not masterclass. This is not ST. This is not GL. This is not Comfo. And this is something which जो कि मैं वर्क करता हूं, अभी मेरे पास एक 1.8 बिलियन डॉलर का फंड है, हम उस पे ये रूल्स लगाते हैं, वो मैं आपको बता रहा हूं। एंड आई विल डू एवरीथिंग प्रैक्टिकल, 2 hour 3 hour undivided, we will learn about it. So interest, for example, when we are talking about interest rate, if the interest rate is higher, then the what about CP? What if you are running a company and if the interest rate is higher, then what about company profitability, corporate profitability? It will be higher or it will be less? Less. So then what about a stock price? It will go down. Na? It's simple. But if I'm going to tell you that whenever you are going to talk about interest rate define the growth of any economy or and growth of any currency or growth of any commodity. आप अपना क्वेश्चन 2 घंटे बाद पूछिएगा कि 2 घंटे तक मैं जो बताने वाला हूं उसका उसका सारांश कम से कम 2 से ढाई घंटे में निकलेगा, क्योंकि अभी मैंने स्टार्ट किया है. Until unless I will not complete the chapter, you can't understand what exactly I am trying to tell. So how it is possible that we can understand the interest rate, and interest rate is controlling the entire world? If the interest rate is less, that company or that country will be a developed country. For example, if I'm going to talk about India, if I'm going to talk about Venezuela, or if I'm going to talk about Turkey, or if I'm going to talk about America, what is the technical difference between this country? So first of all, you have to open tradingeconomics.com or open any website. So in tradingeconomics.com, on the first page, I'm not going to open anything. No paid version, no logged in. No login, no paid version, no paid software is required. So as soon as you have opened this line, so there is one thing, this is country GDP growth interest rate. It's correct? So everything being controlled with the help of interest rate only. Everything is the entire market is being controlled with this line. You told me, Ravi bhai, how it is possible and how I am going to take benefit out of it in my Forex trading journey. मुझे फायदा बताओ ना पाजी कि फॉरेक्स में मुझे क्या फायदा है इंटरेस्ट रेट का. आपको डे 1 में फायदा है, लेकिन जब मैं बोलूं मंगलम भगवान विष्णु मंगलम गरुड़ध्वजा मंगलम पुंडरीकाक्षा मंगलाय तनोय, तभी तुम कुछ कर सकते हो. उसके पहले यू आर नॉट इंटाइटल्ड टू डू एनीथिंग. सो लेट मी कंप्लीट माय मंत्रा फर्स्ट. राहुल बहुत हंस रहे हो, सब ठीक ठाक. ओके, so ये this is our tradingeconomics.com. In tradingeconomics.com, we know about a lot of indicators. What indicators? Bullish harami, bearish harami, support zone indicator, resistance बोलते हैं ना, resistance and RSI, Bollinger Band. ये indicator नहीं है, ये distraction है. These are not technical indicators or anything. So whenever you are click on indicators, if I am going to invest into Dubai, or if I am going to invest into any economy, if I am going to buy GBP versus American dollar, if I am going to do one trade GBP USD, means I have American dollar and I am going to invest into a sterling, correct? I have American dollar, I am going to invest into a sterling. For example, USD CAD, means I have American dollar, I have loonie and I am going to invest into American dollar. I have loonie, I am going to invest into. So हम Canadian dollar से American dollar खरीदने जा रहे हैं. हम कनाडा से अमेरिका में इन्वेस्टमेंट क्यों करेंगे? So each and every trade is connected with this topic which I am going to teach you right now. Every trade is connected. और अगर आप लोग गुड बॉय की तरह रहेंगे तो ऐसे तो है नहीं, खैर वो तो उम्मीद मैंने छोड़ ही दिया है. So this is the main indicator you haven't gone through, and the main indicator is interest rate. इंटरेस्ट रेट का सबसे बड़ा इंडिकेटर्स का फायदा क्या है? दैट इफ because if you are going to invest American dollar into GBP, why you are going to invest? Why you are going to trade not USD GBP or GBP USD? This is a main point. Everyone teach you buy from this price point, buy from this price point, buy from this price point. That's not a game. Anyone can do it. Even I will train Bairaj, he can do it. Even if I will train Barrage can do it. But the problem is that why? Should we go for long and should we go for short? And if we have bought it with the demand zone, so how much time I have to keep it? There is a lot of technical question, and solution is only IR. IR is interest rate. So over here again, top 10 developed country in the world, and the name is over here is the Switzerland, Norway, Iceland, Hong Kong, Australia, Denmark, Sweden, Ireland, Germany, Netherlands, blah blah blah. Means most of the European countries there, and the Switzerland is on top. So when we are going to talk about economic indicators, then if the country is developed, then interest rate should be very less. If the country is developed, interest rate should be very less. For example, if I am doing business in Dubai and if I am doing business in India, I will make more money over here compared to India. Forget about income tax, because interest rate is cheaper over here. Even I am not paying more, I am not getting more. So when we are talking about interest rate, so in interest over here, Switzerland is having an interest rate of 0.0%. Japan is having interest rate of 0.75%. Singapore is having interest rate of 0.99%. Euro area. So most developed country has very less interest rate. This is very high level topic. This is not related to demand and supply. This is something which one I wanted to teach you, but so this is not something which one you want to learn, and I want to teach. This one is something which one is need of the hour, and you need to understand. This topic is something. So Switzerland is having 0% interest rate. What does it mean? It means if you are going to invest your money in Switzerland, then you are going to get interest rate of 0. And if Switzerland is going to take your money and going to invest your money back in America, then they are getting 3.75%. Always borrow money from lower interest rate country and invest that money into higher interest rate country. एक बात बताइए मुझे. For example, bank is going to pay me 6% per annum. Bank is going to pay me 6% per annum. And if bank is going to pay me 6% per annum, then I'm going to take money from bank and I'm going to give you that, okay, take this money as a loan and pay me 1% per month. So 6% per annum compared to 1% per month is 12%. Means मैं 6% पे पैसा लेके 12% पे पैसा दे रहा हूँ. ये फॉरेक्स का डायरेक्ट कनेक्शन है. मैं आप समझाऊंगा. गिव मी 2 hours. लेकिन अगर मैं होम लोन लेके एफडी कराऊं तो पर्सनल लोन लेके एफडी कराऊं तो क्या फॉरेक्स में ऐसा कुछ करते हैं? यस यू डू. पता नहीं चलता. यस यू डू. पता नहीं चलता. बोलते हैं रवि भाई, हाउ इट इज, व्हाट यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट, आई एम अनेबल टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट एग्जैक्टली आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट. आई एम गोइंग टू मेक इट क्लियर. सबको आवाज क्लियर आ रही है ना? कोई दिक्कत? विजय, यू नो 4 hours भूल गए? सब याद. ओके. सो मार्केट क्या होता है? दिस इज समथिंग, the game of interest rate. If interest rate is very less, then corruption will be very less, and this is directly connected to your forex trading directly. Okay, ab chhodiye. If you have to travel from Motor City to Knowledge Village, Rahul, you just निकले हीरोपंथी की तरह बाल झारे और निकल गए. But if you have to travel to London, strategy will be same. हाँ, यहाँ तो 5 मिनट लेट भी होगा तो चलेगा, वहां 5 मिनट लेट हो गया तो फ्लाइट हो जाएगी. यू शुड हैव वीजा, यू शुड हैव पासपोर्ट, एवरीथिंग करेक्ट. लगेज चेक करना है कितना लगेज, अब सॉरी तुम एक ट्रक संभाले, चलो लोड कर दो जी, यू कांट डू समथिंग लाइक दैट। तो अगर बहुत लंबा सफर तय करना है, then the same strategy you can't use which one you are doing right now. Although basic fundamental will remain same, basic technical rules will remain same, but you have to change it. This class is, ये फॉरेक्स का ये पार्ट कोई नहीं बताता कि फॉरेक्स की शुरुआत कहां से हुई। Okay, just buy GBP, USD, Euro, USD, that's all. Anyone can buy. If I'll give him $1 million account, he can make it zero in one day. और तुम दो, मैं जीरो करके दिखाता in one day. But protection is very important. Today I'm not going to teach you stop loss. Today I'm not going to teach you target. I'm not going to talk about basic rules. I will teach you basic rules later on. Don't worry. So if the interest rate is less, so that country will be more corrupt or less corrupt. दुनिया में जितने लफड़े चल रहे हैं वो इंटरेस्ट रेट पर लफड़े चल रहे हैं। इंडिया का इंटरेस्ट रेट हुआ करता था 14% पर एनम, हमारे माल्या साहब भाग गए क्योंकि इंटरेस्ट रेट हायर मींस कॉर्पोरेट प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी लो, इंटरेस्ट रेट लेस मींस कॉर्पोरेट का प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी बन रहा है। तो ये फॉरेक्स ट्रेडिंग में कैसे इंपैक्ट करता है, इट विल टेक 30 more minutes to make it understand. So this is something like, again move on indicators, and the indicators, this is your government, and here is your corruption rank. Are you able to see the corruption rank? Corruption rank, corruption rank. And the world least corrupt country is Denmark, Finland, Singapore, New Zealand, Norway, Sweden, Switzerland. Because in this country, interest rate is very less. If the interest rate is very less, there is less corruption. India में interest rate अभी 5.75% plus 2.50%, close to 8% to 10% के बीच में आपको एक लोन मिलता है. So let's talk about India. And India IST code is 91, and thanks God we have achieved the ranking of 91 in corruption as well. In the world, in the entire world, when we are going to talk about this interest rate, in the entire world, when we are going to talk about this interest rate, so the highest interest rate, let me just explain world highest interest rate, and the highest interest rate means less development. Venezuela, Turkey, Zimbabwe, this country have highest interest rate. Correct? I am going to tell you why you should not invest JBP USD or USD. A lot of things is linked with. I am going to make it simple and clear in next 20-30 minutes. So why we buy JP USD JP buy, not JP buy USD? Why? Write down this answer. Okay, have you traded into Forex? JPY USD? How many of you have traded into JPY USD? How many of have you? No. Quite impossible. You can't. We are investing into USD. JPY interest rate is 0.75% and USD is interest 3.75%. So always we will invest into higher interest rate currency. 1% का डिफरेंस चल सकता है, 3% का नहीं चल सकता. You will lose money. Or don't think that you have only a capital of $10 million. Think about those who have a capital of $10 billion. एक आपको हिंट दिया हूं कि मैं क्या पढ़ाने वाला हूं. कभी आपने ट्रेड किया JPY USD में? राहुल, have you ever traded? Have you ever traded? Why USD JPY, not JPY USD? There is three technical terms. मैं सिर्फ एक पढ़ाऊंगा आपको. बहुत सारे टेक्निकल टर्म्स हैं इसके पीछे. क्योंकि प्रॉब्लम है कि आप सब लोग को सीधा चाहिए, 2 जोन दे दो. भिखमंगों की तरह क्यों एक्टिंग कर रहे हो भाई? Learn the basic formula. What exactly I'm trying to tell you. So over here, the Venezuela was the largest oil producer in the world. Venezuela, but the interest rate was very high, and that's why it didn't came up to the most developed country in the world. Even they have oil. आज बोलते हैं जिसके पास तेल है वो रिच है. वेनेजुएला के पास सबसे ज्यादा तेल according to OPEC. According to OPEC data up to 2024, Venezuela was the largest, means they had a market share of 46% out of 100. 46%. In spite of this, Venezuela didn't came into top 100 due to more interest rate means more corruption, and when it will lead to corruption, you are not going to trade into the stock market. See, these are the country where the interest rates are higher, and that's why we are not trading. So just by just increasing the interest rate, even a country which is full with natural resources like petroleum and everything, they can't make money. So how you can make money? They had natural resources. तेल का कुआं था उनके पापा के पास, हमारे पास नहीं था. तेल का सब कुछ था ना. In spite of this, they couldn't make money. They are the most corrupt country in the world. So what is the impact of interest rate in stock market? I never taught this subject. I think this is my first time I'm trying to teach you. That's why I apologize with everyone. Sorry, I'm going to take something very different. So I'm going to tell you one thing. That the most liquid Forex pair, for example, if you are going to buy one stock like JP buy and USD, means you have American dollar and you are going to buy N, correct? JP by USD means if you take overnight risk and you have take a leverage of 1:100 only. I'm not going to talk about 1:500. If you have taken a leverage of 1:100 only, means if you have 1,000 USD in your bank account, so you are going to trade into 100,000, correct? $1 lakh, 100,000. So because your risk and reward is being calculated on this 100,000, not this 1,000. So you have purchased the product of $100,000, and when you are going to purchase a product, so if you have 100,000 USD and you are going to invest into JPY, for example, you couldn't achieve your target. Then look at this picture. You couldn't achieve your target. Then the Japan interest rate is 0.575%, and the US interest rate is 3.75%. So every annum, 3% per annum, you are paying on this 1 lakh. Means 3,000 USD you are paying as an interest. 3,000 USD you are paying as an interest. And when you are buying JP buy, then USD means if your quote is, so there is one mechanical term in trading. So a lot of people tell me, Ravi bhai, I don't trade into Forex. Then I tell everything is Forex. Everything is Forex. Because in Forex there is one basic term, and that terminology is, कुछ लोग ऐसे हैं ना जो कि मेरे पिछवाड़े में आग लगा के अंग्रेजी बोलने पे मजबूर करवाते हैं. उनमें से कुछ लोग यहाँ बैठे हुए भी हैं. सॉरी, मैं नाम नहीं बताऊंगा, डायरेक्शन मैंने बता दिया. So there is one currency is base currency. कौन हो सकते हैं राहुल? Any idea? Any idea? किसने पटाखा फोड़ा होगा? बसंत. So base currency and quote. Quote is the currency which one you do have, and base you don't have. Quote is the currency which one you do have, and base you don't have. Means you have this currency in your hand, and for example, I am going to buy this Rolex in India, then Rolex versus INR. But if you are going, if you will go to Dubai Mall, then Rolex versus AD. If you will go to London, Rolex versus GBP. If you will go to America, Rolex versus USD. So the base product will remain same at any condition. It is not going to, you can't change it. But the code product, INR, AED, GBP or USD. For example, you are going to buy gold. So in Dubai, you will get quotation in AED. In America, you will get quotation in American dollar. In Canada, you will get quotation in loonie. In New Zealand, you will get quotation in kiwi. In Japan, you will get quotation in yen. So the base gold will remain same. Your base product will remain same. So you don't have to waste your energy to understand this product. You have to waste your energy to understand this product. For example, you have a steel in industry, Rahul. EMI, na? So if you are going to sell that product into Turkey, so base still will remain same. If you are going to sell into Australia, the base product will remain same. You are going to sell into Venezuela, base product will remain same. Or you are going to sell into Dubai, base product. But when you are sending the quotation, अगर आप इंडिया भेज देंगे, okay, gold is only 10,000 rupees per 10 gram. 10,000 per 10 gram. What is that 10,000? Dirham, dollar, rupees. What is that 10,000? Are you getting my point? What exactly I am trying to? Are you able to understand? So you have to focus on this code currency. For example, if you are going to trade into anything like crude oil. So if you trade from crude oil from India, that crude oil versus INR, from Dubai, crude oil versus AD. If you are going to trade into crude oil versus USD. If you are in Europe, crude oil versus GBP. So the basic crude oil will remain same. You are changing your quotation price. Sorry, I have told you that this is a bit advanced topic. So few people like you, आप पकड़ के लाएंगे, वो ऑप्शन नहीं है. बगल वाला तो को दोनों तरफ से बांध के रखना जी. भागने नहीं देंगे. So you don't have any option. So where you have to focus? To understand the quotation or to understand the base? You can't change base. So you have to understand the quotation. Correct? For example, if I book a first class ticket from Delhi to Dubai, then when I'm in India, I will get a price of 2,25,000 only. But when I landed in Dubai, it's only 8,000. It's only 10,000. और 10,000 का हो गया. 10,000 का नहीं हुआ, 10,000 dirham का हुआ, which is equal and equivalent to that currency. But if I book the same ticket from America, it's only 2,000. $2,000 का हुआ है. Are you getting are you able to understand the difference? So you get quote currency, but the base product will remain same. So in the entire world, whatever you are trading, if you are dealing with anything, for example, I buy iPhone, so iPhone will remain same. iPhone will remain same. So that iPhone price here, if I'll buy from Dubai Mall, that is into AED. But if I buy from Los Angeles, that will be in USD. If I buy from Heathrow, that will be in GBP. If I buy from so the base product will remain same. Only the code price will be changed. So, but what if you are going to trade into, for example, your base is JP buy. Do you think JP buy interest rate is 0.75% and US dollar interest rate is 3.75%? And if you have to do a long trade for a year, and if you have only 1,000 USD in your bank account, and you are going to take a leverage of 1:100, so if you will invest into this market, will you be able to make money? थोड़ा बहुत समझ में आया? What exactly I'm trying to? नाश्ता करके नहीं आए हो सुबह सुबह, बतिया रहे हो, थोड़ा बहुत समझ में आया? Why not JP USD? That's why professional always use one tendency to trade into forex market, which one I am already teaching you in GEL, that USD versus JPY. But this is not only one terminology. These three rules is applied, but today I will teach you only one, and not the whole part of one, because I need at least 10 to 20 hours to discuss on this topic. I don't need any books or PPT. So that's why we use USD JPY. So just Google the most traded forex pair, most traded forex pairs, and the most traded forex pair is over here is Euro USD, USD JPY, and GBP USD. So just take an example of GBP USD. Just take an example. Why GBP USD is the third largest traded forex currency in the world? Any specific reason? Yes, there is a specific reason, and I'm going to tell you. And the reason is, इसका अंतर क्या होगा प्रभु, वो समझाएंगे अभी. अंतर क्या होगा? What the major difference you are going to get? So this is your interest rate, and this is your United Kingdom interest rate is 0.75%, and US interest rate is, UK interest rate is 3.75%, and US interest rate is 3.75%. Means, for example, if you are going to buy JPB with the help of USD, on your leverage amount, you are going to pay interest rate of 3%. For example, if you have taken a trade, and if you have a tendency buy right, sit tight for 3 months, you had 100, we have 100,000 in your bank account, and you have taken a trade of 100,000. I mean, this is related to your physical trade as well, 100%, because the entire world is playing with interest rate. Why America is America? Because due to interest rate and Fed only. आज अमेरिका करेंसी लोग यूज करना बंद कर दे, खत्म. मजेदार ना? हाँ संदीप, सबसे $5,000 ले लो तो आगे बताइए. ठीक है. So but if you are going to trade into USD JPY, and if your position is over there where you had bought, it's not moving anywhere, means you are getting a interest rate benefit. Maybe it has happened with you sometimes that you have traded into a forex pair, और आपको $200-400 का प्रॉफिट दिख रहा हो, और जब आपने काटा तो आपका प्रॉफिट माइनस में आ गया हो, थोड़ा कम हो गया हो. हुआ ऐसा? हुआ होगा. ऐसा हुआ था. मान लिया आपका ट्रेड जो है वो दिखा रहा था $100 प्रॉफिट. आई विल टेक एग्जांपल ऑफ 100 USD. $100 प्रॉफिट दिखा रहा था, और जब आपने उस ट्रेड को कट किया तो दिखा रहा है कि प्रॉफिट ही गायब है, माइनस में हो गया. वो $100 प्रॉफिट नहीं दिखा रहा है, माइनस में दिखा रहा है प्रॉफिट. क्यों? क्योंकि अगर आपने उसे होल्ड किया तो वो जो वैल्यू था, जो इंटरेस्ट रेट का वैल्यू था, वो आपने लूज किया. नॉट इंटरेस्टिंग? इसलिए in the entire world, when there was tsunami in Japan, I think in 2012 or 2000, in 2012, आपने क्या मिस किया आपको पता नहीं. अच्छा, आप एक काम करना, आप सतीश को $10,000 दे देना, सतीश आपको सिखा देगा. आपने क्या मिस किया आपको पता नहीं. अच्छा था ना? सेशन इज गोइंग गुड? पकाऊ है भी तो क्या कर लोगे, गेट लॉक करो जी. So the entire world is being operated with the help of interest rate only. Interest rate. So you don't. So USD JPY Have you ever seen Japan is going through any crisis? Japan, when there was attack in, when there was tsunami in Japan in 2012, then the entire world told Japan, okay, what else do you need? I can give you food, I can give you aircraft, I can give you fuel, whatever you need. Okay, I don't need anything. They, Shinzo Abe requested to everyone, just short sale JPY. That kind of visionary leader we need. पूरी दुनिया ने JPY को शॉर्ट किया, करेंसी घूमता रहा, इंटरेस्ट रेट आता रहा, किसी पे इफेक्ट नहीं पड़ा पूरी दुनिया में. If you will ask me that if you have to trade only in one currency for a lifetime, that is JPY. I would love to trade into JPY. JPY, you will get more trade, more liquidity, more zone, and more profitability in JPY only. Okay. So the second, this is the first one. When we are talking about GBP and USD, so GBP have interest rate of 3.75% and USD have interest rate of 3.75%. If you will take it for a long time, you don't need to pay any, you will not get any interest, and you will not pay any interest over here. Interesting. From last couple of months, I got in touch with big fund house in New York, and so I got to know about one thing, and that is very simple and clear, that professionals make money with the help of bond, and they don't treat JPY as a trading currency, they treat JPY as bond. Technically, N is a bond, and the entire world, entire bond, either you are talking about 10 years bond, 2 years bond, or 5 years bond, or any bond, that is being calculated on the value of JPY, not on the value of American dollar. Ulta hai na? How JPY can be the strongest currency? JPY is the strongest currency, most liquid and most tradable currency in the entire world. That then I got to know that how professional trades. So even I have started into that journey. If you'll go through my Gmail, and if you search about MXN JPY, why it's not coming, I don't know. I got to know about one thing, that borrow money from the lower interest rate country and invest your money into higher interest rate country. So professional invest into one currency, and that is known as one pair, that is MXN JPY. Because MXN interest rate is 6.75% and JPY interest rate is only 0.75%. So I borrow money from 0.75%, interest into 6.75%. So I eat 6% per annum on my base amount. So on my leverage amount, because I always take risk on my leverage amount, not on my base amount. So what exactly professional is doing? They borrow money from Japan, and they invest their money into MXN. Now you have a good question. Why not in Turkey? Why not in Venezuela? Because because there is three main topic. Venezuela economy is not a stable economy, and Mexico economy is a stable economy. So we have to invest money into a stable economy as well. So for example, if you have 1,000, but before jump into this trade, you have to practice at least for 6 months to 1 year in paper trade, then you can jump into. At least 6 months to 1 year in your paper trade, then you can jump into. Okay? So if you have $1,000 in your bank account and you have taken a leverage of 1:100, so you are going to invest 1 lakh, correct? So 6% per annum on this one means 6,000. And what is 6,000 on offshore? So 600% profit you can make. Forget about 600%. Even trade will go up or down. MXN will go up or down. you will make at least you will more than double your capital with a single trade in a year. Try it. And why I'm telling you this? Even you will talk about any professional in this entire world who has $1 billion portfolio, they must have this pair in their portfolio. They do have. Practice it. This can be the game changer of your entire journey. Okay? And this is the chart of MX and JPY. That is your tradingview.com. And this is the chart of your MX and JPY. This is very, in this chart, you will not see a lot of volume, because in 1 minute chart, if you jump into, you will not see a lot of volume. The volume is very less because this is not a tradable currency. This is a kind of bond where people do invest. You can't do live trade like USD JPY or something in this bond. So you can just eat premium, or this is known as that I am making money with the help of interest rate. America is having interest rate of 3.75%. India is having interest rate of 5.75%. So इंडिया अमेरिका को लोन नहीं दे सकता, अमेरिका इंडिया को लोन देती है. कभी सुना है कि हम जापान के वर्ल्ड बैंक से पैसा उठाते हैं? हमने in India, if we are running a bullet train project, from where we have got the money? Japan. Because Japan interest is 0.75% and India interest 5.75%. So they are getting 5%. Are you getting the basic concept? Have you ever heard that we are getting money from Venezuela, or we are getting money from Turkey? Because Turkey interest rate is higher than us, so they will not invest in our economy. I think your one point has been clear, that why and how to choose your pair. Correct? You can do. Even for 10 years you can do. Even for 20 years you can do. Means you are not with a legal broker. Even for 20 years you can do. I am in one trade from last 7 years and I am very transparent. Okay? मुझे सबसे ज्यादा बूट डॉलर के बंद होने सबसे ज्यादा बड़ा नुकसान मेरा है. मेरा सारा कॉफी मिस हो गया. Okay, so next point. So next point we are going to discuss. A lot of people have a lot different questions. Sorry, gentlemen, I'm not going to use basic. I'm not going to use basic topic today. I'm going to use advanced topic. But for you, there is something. After the session, you get in touch with me. I will connect you with someone, and we will take you forward in this journey. Okay. So right now you won't be able to understand a lot of things which one I'm going to use, but kindly. So now let's move to zone marking. So how professional trade and how professional make money in this journey, this is very easy to understand, but this is very difficult to implement. Very easy to understand, but very difficult to implement, that how professional make money out of it, out of trading journey. For example, if you have if you have a bicycle, and if you have to go from Knowledge Village to Greens, and if the main road is closed, you will just take a bicycle through the underpass, कंधे पे टांगोगे, निकल जाओगे. Correct? And you can, but if you have a aeroplane, or if you have a train, or if you have a bus, so the strategy will remain same. With a small capital, what the biggest mistakes we are doing with a small capital, कि हम लोग हमेशा सोचते हैं अभी तो मेरा कैपिटल छोटा है, चलो ट्राई करते हैं. लेकिन डू यू थिंक, बहुत सारे लोग कहते हैं कि आप गुरु बनने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, मुझे नहीं बनना. लेकिन दुनिया में एक इंसान का नाम बताओ जो बिना गुरु का ज्ञान पाया हो। ओके, जब आपका जन्म हुआ होगा डेफिनेटली आपके मम्मी पापा पढ़े लिखे थे, तो उन्होंने आपको एबीसीडी क्यों नहीं पढ़ाया? उन्होंने आपको एबीसीडी क्यों नहीं पढ़ाया? उन्होंने सब किसका भेजा? अर्जुन को भी कोई गुरु मिले, कृष्ण को भी कोई गुरु मिले, संदीपनी मुनि, राम को भी कोई गुरु मिले, यहाँ तो कोई अच्छी बातें बताए आपको, तो आप एक शब्द बोलते हैं कि मुझे पका रहा है, क्योंकि सब गुरु है बाय डिफॉल्ट। एवरीवन हैज टन्स ऑफ नॉलेज। So when we are talking about zone marking, then you have to use, out of 100 people, why 30-40 people is unable to follow demand and supply zone? There is one basic reason, and that reason is because it's very simple. It doesn't have a lot of masala, a lot of excitement. $10,000 नीचे गया, $20,000 ऊपर गया, excitement नहीं है. Frequency is very less. Frequency is very less, and that's the people don't like it. If frequency is less, people need a lot of, they are not actually, you have to understand your psychology. You are not a trader. You love कि अकाउंट में कोई बम्प एंड डंप होता रहे. Businessman needs a stability, and you love volatility. We are businessmen, we need a stability. For example, अगर आपको मुझे 10 dirhams कोई दे सकते हैं क्या? 10 dirhams प्लीज. ओके, थैंक यू. सबके पॉकेट में हाथ चला गया. ओके, गिव मी 10 million dirhams. No, if you have, you will not, you will think twice, thrice before you give me 10 million dirhams. अब सतीश मुझे 10,000 dirham का दे देता है, चलता है मेरा, वो खर्च कर लेता है. लेकिन अगर इसी सतीश को मुझे 10 million dirham देना होगा, सतीश विल यू? नो सर, आपका घर देखूंगा. घर आपका अपना है कि रेंटेड है कि लोन पे है? सर अपना ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट दिखाओ, बैंक बैलेंस दिखाओ. यू विल क्रॉस चेक ईच एंड एवरीथिंग. For example, if bank has to give you one loan of one credit card of 100,000 Indian rupees, तो बैंक उतना वेरीफाई नहीं करती. बट बैंक से अगर आप 100 crore का लोन मांगेंगे, क्या ऐसे ही होगा? Then in this case, you are the liquidity provider towards the market. You are providing. Liquidity provider doesn't exist. You are the actual liquidity provider to the market, and when you jump into the market, if you will come to me that invest into this project, तो पहला इन्वेस्ट क्या करने हैं कि राहुल मुझे कॉफी पिला देगा. लेकिन राहुल को बोलूं, राहुल एक काम करो ना, मुझे $10 million दे दो ना, तो राहुल कल से गायब हो जाएगा. और अगर गायब नहीं होगा तो राहुल क्या करेगा? No, Rahul, so I'm talking like a businessman. What exactly he will do? He will check everything, my background, what exactly I do, how exactly I do. When you jump into stock trading and when you put a single trade, you really verify? No. MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5 लिया और पागलों की तरह बाय सेल बाय सेल बाय सेल बाय सेल बाय सेल बाय सेल किए जा रहे हैं. What exactly you are doing? Why markets should pay you? Are you getting my point? What exactly I'm trying to? Why markets should pay you? And what exactly you are doing? इसका आंसर आपके पास नहीं है और यही करते हैं. You are doing the same mistake each and every day. For example, if you right now your capital is you have a 1 million dirham with you and you have to make a palace. बना दिया, फिर 1 million आया, फिर पैलेस बना दिया, अब 50 million आ गया. 50 million इसमें बना पाएंगे क्या? Because your base is not strong enough. ट्रेडिंग में भी गलती है ना. You just open a demat account, jump into stock market and lose some money. Next day you change your broker. Next day you change your broker. Again day, one fine morning, one broker come in front of you. Okay, I will give 1:500. You just calculated. I have 1,000 dirham in my account. I will get 5 lakh dirham. Oh, I started trading. Again 1,000 dirham gone. So sorry, but this is the ground reality. Yes or no? So you don't think twice and thrice or 10 times before jump into stock market. I have gone through a data, and that data is percentage of a startup failure, or not only in India, percentage of startup failure, not only in India, this is around the globe. How much? This is not Indian data, this is global data. Percentage of a startup failure is 90%. Because when someone start their company, they have only one tendency. कोई मुझे लोन दे दे रे बाबा. Before you start any business, your 3 points should be clear about your product. About your product. That product should be sellable. Is your stock market product sellable? Yes, it is. Product should be sustainable. It is? Yes, it is. And product should be scalable. Sellable, sustainable, and scalable. A stock market have all three benefits. So when you jumped into, so why 90% people fail? Forget about the stock market. Rahul, आप लोग तो करते हैं, कितने % लोग फेल होते हैं दुबई में आके? बहुत. No one talk about. No one is talking about. But if anyone is losing money into stock market, people are talking about. लेकिन उसके बाद फिर वही गलती करना है. Just think about why they have jumped into a startup journey. They think I will take some loan from any bank, I will take money from any seed funding or any startup or any angel investor, और बाद में लॉस दिखा के गायब. उनका टेंडेंसी एम्पायर बनाने का नहीं है. Because they haven't what, for example, Mr. Deliwal, I have one question. If I need 10,000 product of this pieces from a factory, और राहुल मान के चलो स्टील का डस्टर है और तुम्हें अपनी फैक्ट्री में EMI में 10,000 पीस बनाना है, so what exactly you will do? You will make 10,000 piece, or first you will make one piece? First you will make one piece, और उस एक पीस में आपका लगभग 40% एनर्जी चला जाएगा. इसके बाद भी गारंटी नहीं कि मैं पास करूंगा कि नहीं करूंगा, क्योंकि कितना खिलाते हैं उस पर भी डिपेंड करता है. हाँ, होता होगा ना अभी कि नहीं होता है? आप दुनिया में कहीं जाओ, रूल्स तो वही है. So first you have to understand that your rules is clear or not. If your rules is clear, that how to make it, die कितने का लगाना है, how much material, how much product, then just you have to do copy and paste. ठंडा लग रहा है, इधर गर्मी लग रहा है, पीछे चले जाओ. So when we are talking about copy paste, copy paste, copy paste and copy paste, so just try to understand one thing, that your first product is not super successful. In India, when I tell everyone that complete the 10K process, then out of 100, 70 people come to me, no, I will not do it. I told why? Because it's too boring. Okay, great. Then when you got to know that you are into this family or in this city, so you started your journey from play school or from first class. You didn't jump into graduation. In a stock market, everyone is postgraduate or PhD without having any degree. कैसे है सर? ठीक है? Without having any degree, you are a PhD. So when you are talking about this a specific subject, you haven't made your first successful product, and it will take more time to make a first successful product. And a lot of people have complained about demand and supply. For example, there is a chart, and before the chart, we always talk about CME group. CME group. How many of you have traded into gold? Gold, XAUSD or something? Anyone? Oh, most of us. Okay. Have you traded into gold sometime? Oh, great. But this is going to become very beneficial for you. I'm not going to talk about trade for next 1 hour, but after that I will discuss about it. पका हुआ है राहुल जज? पका हुआ है या थोड़ा सा मसाला डालें इसमें? क्या? नहीं, नाच देगा ना, बिटकॉइन है ना. ये भ्रम में मत रहिए। नहीं, पका हुआ है मसाला डालें? मुझे पूछेंगे तो यही बताऊंगा, मेरे लिए पका हुआ है। लेकिन दवा अगर करवा है तो खाना पड़ेगा, दारू तो पी नहीं सकते हो। करवा दोनों है, लेकिन दिमाग में बिठाया गया कि दवा करवा होता है। अगर सूंघो तो ज्यादा करवा वही है। ठीक है। So this is your chart of CME. In this CME chart, just open it up, and when you will open it up, this Chicago Mercantile Exchange, Chicago Board of Trade, New York Stock Exchange, so they are the controller of the entire world. They are controlling the every asset class. Without CME or CBOT or NYMEX, nothing is possible into stock market. The BAP of everyone, that is known as CME group. And when we are going to talk about CME group, so there is first one is agriculture, energies, equity, and just move forward. There is Forex, there is interest rate, there is metals, there is macro futures, and there's a lot of asset. It's a huge chapter. So for example, if you are going to talk about anything, for example, if you are going to talk about gold, so normally we jump into the chart and we open XAU USD. If you'll open any broker, Wanda, TBC, Forex, Pepperstone, FXCM, Capital.com, anything, and you are just looking for a broker, but I'm telling you, stop it. Don't jump with this brokerage right now. You don't have to jump into this one right now. What exactly you have to do? What exactly you have to do? So this is a brokerage where you are trying to jump that I will trade into this brokerage. What is the source of this product, gold? Who is the controller of gold? For example, this is a marker, and the benefit of this marker, this is only one marker in this entire world, and whatever you will write with this marker, that will become 100% truth. No one can. So इस मार्कर का प्राइस कितना होना चाहिए? $100 million, लेकिन इसे $10,000 million, $10,000 million लिखेंगे तो सक्सेसफुल हो जाएगा। 1 billion, 10 billion, 100 billion कुछ लिखेंगे सक्सेसफुल। $100 million या $10 million, तो प्रोडक्ट पे कंट्रोल हमेशा सेलर का होता है, द पीपल हु सेल इट। सो in the gold market there is no inventory. Have you ever seen that to the gold inventory is going to come at this time? There is no inventory. News can't. Gold is not being affected by any news. Forget about it. That gold is being affected by any news only with the help of demand and supply zone. Only with the help of demand and supply zone. So whenever you are trading to gold, then first question, write it, that in which contract we have to trade. In which contract? For example, we are sitting in the month of April. We should follow April, we should follow May, we should follow June, or we should follow July. For example, if you are going to open a chart of not XAUSD, if you are going to open a chart of gold, or if you are going to open a chart of gold, so gold is having a contract up to December 2021. So in which contract we should trade? Gold April, gold May, gold June, gold July. In which contract we should trade? This is a major question. Or if you have to match a chart, we have to open which chart we have to open. Confusing chapter. Normally what हम तो चार्ट खोलते नहीं जी, हम तो सीधा MT5 निकालते हैं, 10 लॉट बाय। जुआरियों सुधर जाओ। जुआरी सिर्फ भारत में नहीं पाए जाते हैं, वो दुनिया के हर कोने में पाए जाते हैं ना विजय? सही है गलत? याद है ना विजय? इसकी विजय दीनानाथ चौहान की कहानी अलग है। तुम्हें पता है? तुम्हें पता है उसकी कहानी? बोलो। हाँ या ना? कहानी पता है उसकी? वो रात भर बेचारा उसको घुमाया था। ठीक है, ओके। सो अब किस महीने में ट्रेड करेंगे? और फॉर दैट यू हैव टू ओपन दिस चार्ट, यू डोंट नीड टू लॉग इन, you don't need to pay, take any paid subscription. Just go over here and click GOLD gold. Gold है फिर सर, गोल्ड स्पॉट, गोल्ड फ्यूचर्स, गोल्ड फॉरेक्स। गोल्ड को सिर्फ हम 30 तरह से ट्रेड करते हैं, 30 तरह से। फॉरेक्स, वी ट्रेड इनटू फॉरेक्स, फॉरेक्स फ्यूचर्स भी होता है, फॉरेक्स का स्पॉट भी होता है, फॉरेक्स का सीएफडी भी होता है। आप सीएफडी ट्रेड करते हैं, डिफरेंस नहीं पता कि करना क्या है, बस कूद गए जी, गुरु जी बचा लो। कैसे बचाएंगे? कूदने से पहले बोलता, मैं कहता लाइफ जैकेट लेके जाओ। हाँ, कूदने से पहले हमसे मिलते हुए क्या कहता, टेक योर लाइफ जैकेट एंड गो विथ इट। सो दिस इज अ गोल्ड एंड दिस इज चार्ट ऑफ गोल्ड। सो गोल्ड के प्राइस पे यहां पे क्या आ रहा है? GCM6। One more information for everyone, you are not going to enjoy my topic for next 10 years। हम बहुत ही जल्द एसटी पढ़ाना बंद कर चुका हूं, कॉम्फो पढ़ाना पूरी तरह से बंद कर चुका हूं, एक मास्टर क्लास चल रहा है, उसको भी किसी भी वक्त बंद कर सकता हूं, किसी भी वक्त। तो यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू टेक बेनिफिट कि टकला आएगा ज्ञान देके चला जाएगा। मैंने सारे कॉलेज, सारी यूनिवर्सिटी को बोल दिया हूं, नो मोर सेशन, मुझसे अप्रोच मत करना आप। यू नो व्हाई? क्योंकि मैं हार चुका हूं। क्यों हारा? इसलिए हारा क्योंकि मेरी ग्रोथ रुक चुकी है। हमारी, अब मैं उस इंसान की तलाश करूंगा जो हमसे बहुत बड़ा हो। If you will ask to me that Ravi bhai, I have to make 100 crores, I will sit with you. I will give you all the blueprint which one I have did for myself. But if you will ask to me, I have to make 10,000 crore, I don't have blueprint. और जिसके पास वो दे नहीं रहा है, अब मैं उसको ढूंढूंगा। तो मैं अब मैं जो समय लगा रहा हूँ उसको ढूंढने में समय लगा रहा हूँ। मैं सिर्फ आया हूँ 4 दिन से दुबई में हूँ, राहुल जी के साथ एक दिन लंच किया, बसंत जी के साथ बहुत कम समय दिया हूँ, हुसैन से सिर्फ एक दिन मिला हूँ, कल सामी रुचिर के साथ था। मैं बिल्कुल फ्री रह रहा हूँ, मैं ढूंढ रहा हूँ, वो पकड़ में नहीं आता जिसके पास है वो रूल्स। ठीक है। सो व्हाई इट इज मेंशन ग्लोबेक्स कोड इज GCM6? वेट, नॉट 6 मंथ। कौन बोले 6 मंथ? गलत है। बिकॉज एवरी मंथ इज डिफरेंट कोड। J4 अप्रैल, K4 मई, M4 पता ही नहीं सब्जेक्ट के बारे में। तुमने बोला ऑपरेशन कर देंगे, खोल दिया, अब पता ही नहीं कौन सा पाइप किधर से जुटेगा, कैसे जवाब दे दिए? तो GCM6, why this is GCM6, why this is not GCK6 or GCL6 or GCJ6? This is very important to understand in which month you are going to trade. So when you are going to open GCM6, so over here, move on. This is your overview. This is 100 tryons and this is 0.10 tryons is equal to $10, correct? And whenever you are going to trade, this is a product code. In the CME, we trade by the name of GC. In the CME clear port, we are trading into GC, and in the TAS, we trade into GCT and the time GCD. Sorry, we will not go jump. I told you this is a very depth chapter. बहुत गहराइयों में, उतना गहराई में नहीं जाएंगे. And let's move to volume and OI. So whenever you are talking about April month, so April doesn't have open interest, is it? It has an open interest? No. May doesn't have an open interest. But if you open JU and June have volume on Globex, PNT, and that this is total value, and open interest is 2,65,289. It's open interest in June. So that's why we got to know the professional is willing to trade in the June contract, not in May or April. But one more thing means they don't have any, they will not put, means it means there is no any good trade on 2 hours and above time frame on the smaller on the chart. And if any trade is going to come in the month of April, you will get stuck into that specific chart. So this is June contract, correct? So if you will cross check, if you will cross check with GC, GCM is June. GCM is June. That's why we got to know that people are trading into June contract, not into April, not into May. But you have a different. But what about Indian market? Indian market will follow the same thing which one the global market is following, and that is your gold futures, MCX. It's June. Future is not easy and future is not difficult at all. You don't know much about it. मैंने आज तक किसी को पर्सनल कोचिंग नहीं दिया, देना भी नहीं. अब मैंने पर्सनल मीटिंग बंद कर दिया है कंप्लीटली. पब्लिक मीटिंग हम करेंगे बहुत ज्यादा, नो पर्सनल मीटिंग एट ऑल, किसी के साथ भी नहीं. हाँ, उसके लिए बुलाओगे 24/7 आई एम रेडी. वो तो सिर्फ उसके लिए एक ही गुडवा है पूरे समाज में. कौन कौन है? राहुल. ठीक है. आर यू एंजॉइंग? समझ में आया? विच कॉन्ट्रैक्ट वी हैव टू यूज. तो अगर आपको लगता है कि जून के बाद अगस्त है, इट मीन जुलाई में वॉल्यूम नहीं होगा, अगस्त के बाद अक्टूबर है, तो इट मीन्स यहाँ पे सितंबर में वॉल्यूम नहीं होगा. सो लेट्स मूव ऑन द चार्ट ऑफ गोल्ड ओवर हियर. एंड जुलाई में वॉल्यूम नहीं है, फिर अगस्त में वॉल्यूम है. सो you, if you are going to trade into that specific contract of May, you will not see more liquidity in that contract और आपके जोन के चलने की probability कम हो जाएगी. जमुरो पका हुआ है ना? It's too boring. It's too boring ना? No, it's too boring. Yes, it is. Okay, one more thing. So how much money we are going to take out of it? This is another question. How much money we are going to take out of it? So whenever you are going to click on this chart, so there is one thing is margin. Why we trade into gold? Because we love leverage. We love leverage. Okay. So this is a gold chart, and this is a steady chart, and the gold price is 4725. 4725 into 100,000. How much it is? It is 47251234 कितना? 47 CR. इतना का ट्रेड हुआ 4725 इंटू इतना लॉट ट्रेड हुआ इनटू आप इसमें लॉट कर लीजिए 1 लाख. तो इतने बड़े समुद्र से अगर थोड़ा निकाल ही लेंगे क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कैसे निकालेंगे? लेट्स टॉक अबाउट एस्पेक्ट्स. Sorry, let's talk about margin. And when we are going to talk about margin, so in the margin during the war till last month it was 38,000. More volatility means CME will give you more liquidity. You need to put more money. So right now, if 4725 4 lakh dollar, 4,70,000 US dollar. So 4,70,000 US dollar divided by 28 कितना होता है? 1:13 या 1:14 होगा. चेक कर लीजिए, चेक कीजिए कितना है. 4,70,000 US dollar divided by 4,70,000 divided by 28,000 US dollar means to buy one standard lot of gold. You should have this kind of margin. in your account. कितना होता है 1:? So the exchange is provide you this margin 1:16 only. So there is one more rules. There is two kind of margin is being provided. One is broker margin and one is exchange margin. So broker margin, whatever broker margin is, it is valid only for the day. And whatever the exchange margin is, you can carry this contract for how many days you want. So there is one more question, that do you have any bulletproof formula that I can protect my capital? Yes, I do have. But to understand that bulletproof formula, you have to pay $5 million. इसको उनको बोलो कि मेरा स्टाइल यही है, मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ. This is my basic style, so I enjoy what exactly. So this is a broker margin. So your exchange margin is only 1:16 only. But if someone commit that I will give you 1:500 or 1:1000, means that is fake. Even your broker can't give more than 10 times of your exchange margin. This is the basic rules of trading gold. Means at least you should have $2,800 in your bank accounts to trade into gold. Now, move to next topic. But I'm going to give you one formula that will your capital will be protected all the times. So how capital will be protected? Do you want to know? ना ब्रेकफास्ट कराऊंगा ना पानी पिलाऊंगा. यस नो बोलना है. 2.5 घंटे के सेशन में क्या करा सकता हूँ? कुछ नहीं करा सकता हूँ. 2.5 घंटे में कितना होगा? ये तो हम आप लोग के लिए कि चलो हम दुबई में हैं और हम आप लोग से मिल लिए, बस इसके लिए थैंक यू बोलिए. नहीं बोलेंगे तो बुलवा लूंगा. Okay. So there is one rules, and the rules is follow this rules. Follow margin plus risk, and you will always make money. Margin plus risk, you will always make money. For example, if you are trading into gold for intraday, then how much capital you should have? $2,800. So if you are going to trade, if you have $2,800 in your bank account, and this is the chart of gold futures, 30-minute chart, gold future 30-minute chart. So this is your gold chart. This is your gold chart. सर कोई दिक्कत तो नहीं ना? कंफर्टेबल है? आपको पूछ रहा हूँ मिस्टर मेहरोत्रा. This is a 30-minute chart of gold. And whenever you're going to trade gold, you are always confused. Ravi bhai, I am unable to. Oh, sorry, I am unable to understand gold because I want to learn in depth. This is a 30-minute chart of gold, a 1-hour chart of gold. So on this 30-minute chart of gold, this is your entry, correct? Any question? And this is your stop loss. This is your entry and this is your stop loss. Any question in the zone marking? If there is zone marking, अभी आपको नहीं पढ़ाया हूँ. I haven't taught you zone marking. I will give you one classes. आपको यही बताया था कि फंस गए ना. ठीक है. This is your zone marking. No paid software required, no tools required. So whatever rules I am following, that is margin plus risk. Follow this blindly. Follow this blindly. Whether you like it or not, I don't care. You will, in business, you always look for margin. But people like me always look for margin plus risk. That what is the margin I'm getting? For example, we are going to get $2,800 is our margin amount. We should have $2,800 to trade into gold. Plus risk amount. Then how much risk is over there? If we are going to trade one lot of gold, for example, this is your long trade. So this is our entry and this is our stop loss. correct? So the stop loss is 10 and our minimum target should be 1 is to 1 is to 5. Minimum target should be 1 is to 5, correct? Double click, create limit order. You can go with any broker, which one broker you like. There is no any a specific challenge that you can't go with that a specific broker. Create limit order. In this limit order, there is one price. There is one price. This is the price. But you have to understand one important topic, that how exactly you are going to trade. How exactly you are going to trade. This is your stop loss price. This is your this is your risk reward. This is your unit. So whatever you can do is risk USD. So if you don't know, take a risk of 100 USD. 100 USD, and how much margin is going to involve into this trade? How much margin is going to involve into this trade? $900. So $900 plus $100 should be there. Then you can just move and you can just place this order. ट्रेडिंग इज नॉट समथिंग जो कि आप समझते हैं, ट्रेडिंग वो है जो कि आप समझते नहीं हैं. तो योर मार्जिन अमाउंट, हाउ मच मार्जिन इज रिक्वायर्ड प्लस हाउ मच रिस्क यू आर गोइंग टू ट्रेड, दैट शुड बी इन योर अकाउंट. फॉर एग्जांपल मार्जिन अमाउंट, और फॉर एग्जांपल यू हैव $200 इन योर or $2,000 in your demat account, and you call your broker that how much quantity I can take of that a specific trade. Okay, this much quantity you can trade. Great. But if market will move, your entire capital will back out. Entire capital. So the margin plus the risk amount should be there in your bank account or in your demat account all the times. If it is not over there, you are going to lose money. So for example, in this trade, if market is coming into this area, so risk is involved. This is your entry price. Why price came into this area? Because there is a demand zone. There is a demand zone, and price came into this area, price touched, and it gave you target. So if price will come even lower side, then maximum loss is your stop loss, and that should not be greater than 0.5% of your entire capital. So margin amount plus risk should be there in your account all the times if you want to make money. My Gurudev told me one thing, that you have only one option in your life, make money. But if you want second, I can give you second option, make more money. You don't have any other option. My Gurudev told me that always make a plan. You should have plan A, that this is my plan A, which one I am going to do. But you don't have plan B. If you have to trade, then you don't have plan B. अगर प्लान बी जिस वक्त आपके पास है, you will not become super successful in trading journey. You will become failure. Plan A is very good, but if you have plan B, अरे ये नहीं होगा तो ये कर लेंगे, no, यही करेंगे. जैसे कि my job is to, if my job is okay, if I am coming to Dubai, so what is my first focus? कि इमिरेट्स में बैठ के डॉम पेरिगोन पियेंगे कि दुबई जाकर काम करेंगे? क्या फोकस होना चाहिए? दुबई के काम करेंगे ना. तो अब मेरा फोकस प्लान ए है, सिर्फ इमिरेट से टिकट बुक कर दो कुछ भी प्राइस पे हो, टाइमली तो चलती है. सो मेरे पास एक ही प्लान है, इमिरेट्स भी देख लो, सिंगापुर भी देख लो, ये देख लो. आई डोंट हैव एनी अदर प्लान. एक ही प्लान होना चाहिए. घर जाते हैं ना, क्या नाम हुआ आपका? विवेक भाई. घर जाते हैं ना, खाना बनाती है रुचिका? बनाती है. हिम्मत है कि 2 आइटम मांग लो. यू हैव ओनली वन प्लान, खाना ही पड़ेगा. यू डोंट हैव प्लान बी. सॉरी ना सुरतिका, मानसी, you don't have plan B. So you don't have to work hard, you don't have to work smart, you have to work right, that you are working into right direction or not. People tell me zone doesn't work. I told okay, maybe you are super intelligent, but I'm not. If market is falling down, then we will look for demand zone. Na? Why will tell you it work? It doesn't. Forget about demand and supply zone. What is working for you? Apply the same rules of margin plus risk into that specific trade. There is no any shortcut to success. There is no any secret to success. There is a system to success. And system means you should have backup. and backup is your margin plus risk. If risk is gone, then your margin is still there. You can plan another trade. It looks very simple, but this is not. It's very complicated. First time I'm conducting any 2-hour session in complete English or completely based on global market. Hina? Good? Now, let's proceed further. बहुत बोरिंग चैप्टर है. अब जो है सो यही है. Either it is boring or either it is interesting, I don't know. But this is the reality which one I had to tell you, and I'm doing it. The third one is the same thing will apply on silver. For example, if you are going to trade into silver, SI. So SI K6. Why not M6? Rahul, why not? Why SI K6? Why not M6? Because silver have more liquidity in the month of May, not in the month of June. So that's why SI K6. So if you are going to trade, if you are going to take future of silver, so you have to trade into K6, not into M6. Why? This is your margin required in silver. So margin required is $42,000, and your volume open interest in silver is less in June and more in May. So you can't trade gold भी उसी महीने का, silver भी उसी महीने का. No, you can't do it. You are not entitled to. Even Indian market and global market is following the CME. Sir, any? बोलिए कुछ तो बोलिए. ना आप कुछ तो बोलिए. नहीं बोल सकते हैं ना. अच्छा ये सिस्टम आज. नो आई एम कमिंग टू यू. समोसा ऑर्डर करेंगे क्या? अच्छा हुसैन, थोड़ा इसको चालू कराओ. बुलाओ धीरज को. ना आप कर दीजिए समोसा ऑर्डर, लेकिन हमारा माइक. या जस्ट वेट, लेट मी कंप्लीट. आई हैवंट कंप्लीटेड इट, बट यू कैन गो अहेड. Everything you can see with your naked eye. Everything. Forget about war. Forget about everything. Forget about everything. I don't care. वॉर हो रहा है, दुनिया खत्म हो गई, उधर परमाणु बम फट गया, सब हमारे फायदे में होगा. सब हमारे फायदे में होगा. आई एम गोइंग टू टेल यू वन थिंग. One fine morning, when we wake up early in the morning, that time there was a news. There is ceasefire between America and Iran. And then people told me what I have to do. I don't do anything. So ceasefire means market go up. Which market you are talking about? Indian market, global market, commodity market. Which market you are talking about? No. I am talking about. विशाल कैसे हो? ठीक ठाक सब. बहुत दिनों बाद. थोड़ा सा ऑन कर देना उसको. Okay. It's 30 minutes, but kindly turn it on. Okay. So I don't care. Do you know the dates when this ceasefire happened? You don't think that delivery is coming? it looks like delivery. Catch it? At 8 April in the morning. Correct. Very good. I loved it. हाँ 2-3 mic चाहिए ना. 8th April, we got to know that there is a. Thank you. I don't need much. Okay. So 8th April in the morning, we got to know that there is a ceasefire between two countries, and this is our contract is silver. Are you able to see? This is our chart of silver. So again, are you sure 8th April? 8th April. So there is a huge. This is a huge candle formation over there. This is what the date? 8th April, 3:30 a.m. in the morning. 3:30 a.m. in the morning, according to UAE time. 3:30. Sorry, according to Indian time, 3:30 because still my time is set up. So this is a zone. So we will look for Trump statement or we will look for zone. We will not look for Trump statement. Trump is very good man. Yes, US dollar index has become so powerful. Means Trump is very good man for you people, na? For Indians, Trump is not good. But for UAE, Trump has did very good job because UAE currency has become powerful. If because this is hedged with American dollar. So this is your zone. So now what you will do, Hina? You will place a naked order or you will wait for your zone. No, people who know what demand zone and supply zone is, they will wait for the zone. But people who don't know what demand and supply zone is, they will not wait for this zone. They will just place a naked order. Yes or no? They will just jump into the market and they will just कहो उसको थोड़ा सा आवाज इको हो रहा है हाँ they will just place a naked order and so will this statement affect upon my health that what Trump is saying? No, I don't care. So our demand zone and supply zone is more powerful than anything, na? But there is one disadvantage of demand zone and supply zone because number of zone is very less. For example, if you have a showroom of Rolls Royce and if you have showroom of Geely or if you have showroom of Jetor, so in the Jetor showroom you will see a lot of customer, but the transaction value is 100,000 dirhams. And in the Rolls Royce, transaction value will be 2 million dirhams. So if in one day this Rolls Royce dealer will deal with one car, and if one day they will deal with 20 car, but the volume will remain same, na? What is your objective, to deal with more trade or deal with quality trade? That should be clear, that you have to deal with more trade. Vishal, I think there is echo, so can you sort it out? Echo है आवाज में, आपको नहीं आ रहा? Okay. So there should be less trade, less number of trade, more profit, more number of trade, less profit here. Because that market tendency is completely different. We are trying to understand market according to our knowledge level, but market is okay. It's okay now. I think so. We are trying to understand the market according. थोड़ा सा और आवाज थोड़ा सा बढ़ा दीजिएगा, आवाज थोड़ा सा वॉल्यूम थोड़ा तेज कर दीजिएगा, ठीक है? हाँ, आवाज थोड़ा बढ़ा दीजिएगा. ओके, हाँ. तो हम मार्केट को अपने अकॉर्डिंग समझ रहे हैं. We want to craft everything according to ourselves. Market will not. कम हो गया, सब कुछ कम हो गया, ज्यादा ताकत लगाना पड़ रहा है. हेलो हेलो, पहले ठीक था, छोड़ दीजिए, हम गेम के साथ काम कर लेंगे. हेलो हेलो, हम कर लेंगे, ठीक है, शेरो मत. ठीक है. तो we want to craft everything according to ourselves, not according to the market, because we are so mean. दो जोन बताया, रवि भाई बहुत अच्छा है, और भाग जाओ. रवि कुमार इज ए वेरी बैड मैन, घमंडी है. सो वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस डिमांड जोन ना. हमें क्या फर्क पड़ता है कि अब इस डिमांड जोन का अकॉर्डिंग टू आवर रूल्स the entire body and week has been covered. The entire body and week has been covered. So next time when the market is coming into this specific area, it is not going to work. Mr. Mehrotra, सही है गलत? It is not going to work when next time market is coming into this area. So the rules is very simple. This as simplest as I can, I try to teach you. But what exactly you are looking for? For example, I will give you one example. Right now, I'm tracking more into, I'm trading more into European market. And European market is very good, trust me. Very good. European and Japanese market is the best market in the world. For example, I traded into one currency, one index, and I will show you according to my contract note. And that was my trade. It's German. Okay. So this is our trade of German trade. This is our German trade. Hina, what's the date when the order has been filled? 7th of April order has been filled. I am talking about the global market. 7th April order has been filled. This is a real. Your pending order has been filled. I took a very huge quantity, but I'm not going to talk about quantity right now. So this is your index. Forget about. And 7th April, when the war was supposed they were supposed to cease fire. Before it's happened, I got to know that I can long into that a specific a specific trade or specific index from this specific price point. This is your 30 minutes chart, and on this 30-minute chart, before ceasefire, because people are talking after ceasefire, I am talking about before ceasefire. And before ceasefire, I don't know ABCD about trading, but I know only about one thing: demand zone and supply zone. Is it clear, demand zone, Mr. Mehrotra? Is it clear or not, Prakash? So if this is a clear demand zone or clear supply zone, so this is our stop loss and this is our entry, correct? And we could plan a long trade of 1:10. 1:10. This is 1:5, and this is 1:10. This is 1:10, and this is 1:5. Correct? Correct? Price came into this area. Same day I got 1:5, but I had a clarity because there was no any opposing zone, because this was opposing zone, it has already worked. And see, it gave me 1:20. And this is your proof that before it happens 8th in the morning, but I took this trade on 7th. How would I know? Can I track all the new channel from Germany, from Switzerland, from Japan, and from everywhere? I don't track anything. Because I'm mentally prepared for 0.5% stop loss. 24 into 7, I'm mentally prepared. Haji, there is no any hidden secret. There is no any hidden tools. There is no any hidden software. Which one I do follow? It's as simple as I can teach you. Because I am not a teacher. मैं इसलिए नहीं पढ़ाता, मुझे आपसे कोई रिस्पेक्ट की उम्मीद है, मैं उसको भूल चुका हूं. मैं इसलिए पढ़ाता हूं, आई वांट टू कंट्रीब्यूट टुवर्ड्स द सोसाइटी. 2 रुपया लिया था, मैं मानता हूं, उसके बिना ये भी स्पेस नहीं देते मुझे. मैं सब कुछ फ्री में करवाओ ना. ये बोल दो स्पेस फ्री में, मैं पढ़ाता ही रहूंगा, डेली पढ़ाऊंगा, 1 रुपया नहीं लूंगा. गवर्नमेंट को मुझसे जीएसटी ना ले. आई एम ट्रांसपेरेंट. So this is your rules and this is your chart. Now tell me, Rahul, what I should follow. I should follow demand zone, supply zone, or I should sit in front of my system and what Trump is saying, I should track Mr. Trump. Hmm? Yeah, it is. Actually, it is. It is amazing. मेरा एक ट्रेड है, उसी डेट में मेरा एक ट्रेड स्टॉप लॉस हुआ. Do you want to see? And that trade is, this is my email, okay? ADBE. Adobe है ना, Adobe पेंडिंग ऑर्डर फील्ड, मेरा स्टॉप लॉस हुआ. देखिए Adobe का पेंडिंग ऑर्डर फील्ड दिख रहा है ऊपर, ये मेरा स्टॉप लॉस हुआ. ADOBE, Adobe. I got to know that there is something good or wrong. मैं उतना दिमाग नहीं लगाता, because before मैं जो भी सोच सकता हूँ, I can only think before I place the order. After I have placed the order, I don't think about anything. This is my trade, short zone, and price jump into this area, and I booked a small loss. I forgot about, you know, if you have too much knowledge, you can't become successful into trading. If you know about a lot of things, you will not be able to implement each and everything upon the chart. हमें डिमांड सप्लाई भी आता है, सपोर्ट रेजिस्टेंस भी आता है, बॉलिंजर बैंड भी आता है, वी नो अबाउट दिस इज यू नो ऑल टीवी चैनल्स, ब्ला ब्ला ब्ला, बहुत सारे मीटिंग्स में जा रहे हैं, बहुत सारे सेमिनार्स में जा रहे हैं। नो, मैंने अपने गुरुजी के अलावा आज तक किसी मीटिंग और किसी सेमिनार में नहीं बैठा, लाइफ में कभी नहीं बैठा। नो वन कैन क्लेम कि मुझे पढ़ाया ट्रेडिंग। जो क्लेम कर सकते थे सब ऊपर चले गए। द पीपल हु कुड क्लेम दैट आई हैव टॉट रवि आर कुमार, वो सब ऊपर हैं, उनसे मिल नहीं सकते हो। वे लेकिन में बिक्स नहीं, तो हम लेकिन में बिक है, फिर भी स्टॉप लॉस दिया, तो दिया ना, स्टॉप लॉस दिया ना मुझे। इसका रीजन मुझे पता है, बट आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू टीच यू राइट नाउ। सब बता ही दे, मैंने भी स्टॉप लॉस किया, आई बुक्ड लॉस। So why I will care what market is doing? Right now people are thinking market will go up, 10 years bond is doing great, great, great. You know what is my strategy? My strategy is totally different. And my strategy, this is my watch list. And in this watch list, this is JDNM. People are telling market is super fantastic, man, like this, blah blah blah. चालान अंग्रेजी ने आगे अपने आप को ट्रेडर समझने लगे। This is a 2-hour chart. And in this 2-hour chart, in this 4-hour chart, what people are thinking, I forgot about it. Still, I am betting in short selling position on 10 years bond. I am only focused on demand zone and supply zone. I think you are not into that class. One day I was sitting in front of a screen, and the Indian master class was going on. Suddenly I told I need a pause. I took a pause for 5 minutes, and I had a place order in Apple. Suddenly I dropped a message in your group, short Apple, how much you can? Anyone into that group? Apple trade? Apple short trade? GL? Yes, short Apple as much as you can. I don't look at anything that Trump is going to do atom bomb attack in Iran or anything. I don't care. जब तक जिंदा हूं डिमांड सप्लाई पर ट्रेड करूंगा। And I think most of the people have anyone taken this trade? You took this trade? This is your chart. I was sitting on this time frame. I took a pause. And what is your view about this trade? Forget about anything. This is something. Okay. This is the date, 26th February. See the magic. When the attack happened? 27th February. Before it happens, bum. सर अटैक 28 को हुआ ना, 26 को मुझे पता था नीचे जाएगा। And you are into this trade. इसका मुझे रिकॉर्डिंग होगा, फिजिकल रिकॉर्डिंग होगा। तो बाजार कौन चला रहा है? मैं ट्रम्पू? मैं अपन नीचे FII है, FII में ही हूं। हाँ भाई, अपन नीचे FII है और कोई नहीं है। हम एक द्वितीय नास्ती। अब मैं बोलूं कि ट्रंप के आने के बाद एप्पल नीचे गया, दिस इज जस्ट अ ब्लेम गेम। This is just a blame game, nothing else. You are not going to get anything out of it. Trading is as simple as you can, but don't make it complicated. If you make it complicated, you will lose money. Any question? Any question? No question? सब पर क्या है हो? What you want to hold for long term? Gold and crude oil is a tradable product. Okay, one more thing. आप किस बैच के स्टूडेंट हैं? Oh, GL में. Do you know about demand and supply zone? Very good. I loved it. माइक दे दीजिए ताकि और किसी को जरूरत पड़े देंगे. So when you are into GL, there is one question I am going to say, one answer. This is a crude oil. and you want to hold it for how many years? And what is the expected return you are looking for? Not in a year, but like 4 days, 5 days. But you can't decide that you want to hold it for 10 days or 20 days. You don't have right to decide. Professionals have right to decide that for how much time they want to hold it. Professionals have right to decide market is not going into this direction. Never ever. Have you ever seen market is going into this direction? No. Or market is not coming into this direction. Market is not coming into this direction. Market jump something like this. So if you are in a long-term investor, what will your strategy? You won't be able to do anything. Na? You will lose money. So professionals have their strategy is crystal clear. That, for example, you want to trade into crude. This is the chart of crude oil. Are you able to see? And crude oil chart. Let's move on 1 hour chart. Let's move on 1 hour chart, or let's move on. A lot of people have a lot of complaint that Ravi bhai, tell me which time frame is good for me. I told this is your crude oil futures, and this is yours chart. What is that? Demand zone or supply zone? Now people are thinking that crude has become expensive. Then after touching this 120 price came up to 78, 77. Not due to, if war is still going and Hormuz Strait is still closed, then price should become boom. It means something is जिसके बारे में हमें पता नहीं है. You can't trade on weekly chart because right now you are not entitled. Don't trade. Always try to take a trade below daily chart and above 15-minute chart. Always. We have to consider only 0.5%. 0.5%. Only 0.5%. Your risk should not be greater than 0. Your quantity will be less or more, but your risk will be same. Yep. Because other people is not able to hear your question. Yep. Get in touch with your broker. Now my one topic is still left. I will teach you. Just give me. You are in GL, right? आप भी GL में? Okay. नहीं मैं जानना चाह रहा हूँ because I will able to understand your question now. So normally, what kind of mistake we are doing into stock market or in Forex market? We think anytime we are free and we can take entry. Anytime. Is it? Anytime? No. For example, if you are trading into Euro USD, then Euro USD has a spread of 3.1 right now. So anytime you can trade? No. You can't trade anytime. In GL, I think I have taught this one. No. बोले बदमाश आदमी है. Yes, I am. There's a website, and one thing I have taught Rahul in that. Rahul, when we were having lunch in Ritz-Carlton, I taught. चुप. नाम नहीं बोलना था. But if you are going to offer me a very good lunch or dinner, then I will teach you. So first come first serve basis. No. पीने के बाद तो बता ही नहीं पाऊंगा. So after whenever I will complete that secret, then you can offer me that we would like to have Dom Perignon. Then if I like it, I will tell you. यहाँ बात डॉम पेरिगोन की हो रही है, तुम समोसे की बात कर रहे हो. कौन है समोसे वाला? समोसे वाला कौन था? Okay, so this is your Euro USD. So in Euro USD, this value should not be greater than 2. If it is greater than 2, don't jump. You will lose money. Yes. If it is more than 2, means your your liquidity provider is eating money. Your broker is nothing without LP. Your LP decides that how you trade. Professionals decide how you trade. मैं सबको कहता हूं कि अगर आपके पास समय है तो पार्टी में मत जाइए, शादी में मत जाइए. Try to sit with people who is trading into real market, not with people who is trading into Cayman Island, not with people who is trading into Bahamas, not with people who is trading into. Sit with people who is trading into real market in New York Stock Exchange. They will teach you the real fact. I am not using any bookish language. Which one you have gone through any book? So there is one pattern. So in market there is no volatility at all. There is liquidity. So there is one website is known as worldtimebuddy.com. In this World Time Buddy, I have added couple of times New York, Delhi, London, Dubai, Los Angeles, Tokyo, and Australia, because most of the continent I do travel. So that's why I have added Los Angeles as well, and I have added New York as well. So for example, the time London is open, and so from the London is open until the time America is open, I will try to trade into this time. The time London is open, this time to this time we will trade. If someone will tell me that Ravi bhai, will you trade at 4:30 a.m. in the morning? I will say no. I will not trade. But will you trade when there is 8:30 a.m. in the morning? I told yes, I will trade because Tokyo is open and Tokyo is open. I will trade. But 4:30 a.m. I will never trade. On a smaller time frame, I will never place a order. Never place a order on that time frame. So world time frame means if London is open till the America is open, this is the best hour that you can trade. Out of 24 hours, this 6 and this day, so 16 hours is very good for trading. So for example, you are in Dubai. So for Dubai, the timing, best timing is 11 a.m. until 1 a.m. is very good for Dubai. We will get more liquidity. One more topic I am going to cover. What's the biggest mistakes we are doing? We all want to become a speculator. We want to do a speculation. We want to trade you at 1 minute chart, 30-minute chart, blah blah blah. But are we a trader? No, we are gambler. We are not a trader. So for example, someone who thinks that is bodybuilder, may please come, please. If you think you are bodybuilder, then please come. Anyone, please come. So I always give this example in 3 days session. Please come. If I have to fight with someone, then I will not fight with someone who is okay. Please. Anyone, please come with me. Okay, you just do like this. अरे यहाँ खड़ा होके कर भाई, करो. We both are going into same direction. तो कौन आगे जाएगा, कौन पीछे जाएगा? कोई है ही नहीं सामने से. Come from this side. Now he is coming from the opposite direction and I am going from the opposite direction. So now we can fight with each other. Now we can. So how does it impact upon your trading? Press करो मुझे. So now he is trying कि मैं रवि भाई को पीछे भेज दूं और मैं प्रयास करूं, क्या नाम है तुम्हारा? अहमद को मैं धक्का मार दूं. So fight happens between two opposing directional trades. ये यूरो है, मैं यूएसडी हूं. तो हम जब तक दोनों, तुम कौन हो? यूएसडी. यूरो. एंड आई एम यूएसडी. तो दोनों अपोजिट है. अब दोनों इधर ही आ जाओ, इधर आओ अहमद. अब दोनों धक्का मारो. किसको मार रहे हैं? कोई पावर ही नहीं है, मार्केट कहीं नहीं जाएगा. अच्छा धक्का मारते रहो. अब हमने ऐसे पकड़ा, हम धक्का मारो कस के, ताकत लगा दे, पूरी ताकत. पुश मी, पूरी ताकत. मैं पहलवान आदमी को इसलिए बुलाया था हमेशा, मैं कमजोर आदमी को बुलाया. मैं पहलवान आदमी को इसलिए बुलाता हूं, तो मुझे मुझे if I have to fight into the market, so I need someone who have equal power or more power than me. उसमें पूरा ताकत, पूरी ताकत, पूरी ताकत। यार क्या कर रहे हो भाई? Okay, thank you. So for this we will move on this website, and that is known as, आज तक कोई ऐसा नहीं मिला जिसको मैं अपना 1% ज्ञान दे सकूं। आज तक कोई ऐसा नहीं मिला जिसको मैं अपना 1% ज्ञान दे सकूं। ना ही एकलव्य, ना ही अर्जुन। पिकलू बाय डिफॉल्ट है, लेकिन वो क्या करेगा उस वक्त जाने। Forex. In this chart, there is one website. Write it down. Write down this website. Write down. How it is going to work? I will teach you. How it is going to work? I will teach you. How many of you think you got some value by coming over here? राहुल को नहीं मिला, राहुल भाग जा। How many of you think you got some value? हाथ ऐसे नहीं उठता है तुम लोग का, नालायक। Thank you. Now even I'm deciding that I will stop these classes, because I have stopped 2 classes already. One is our super trader. I have stopped it completely. No more classes of super trader. And even 3 days event I used to conduct in Surat. This year I didn't conduct any 3 days event in Surat. That used to be a huge event. So slowly I am stopping everything, because now I am planning for Olympic. Olympic means I am planning for something. I don't know I will pass or I will fail, but I am planning for it. So over here, click over here, and there is a leader. So they are something who are strong, and they are something who are. So if you will try to do one thing over here, so right now GBP is strong and USD is weaker. So if you can try to find out a zone in GBP USD, you will be able to find out a zone. But if you were able to find out GBP and JT, will you be able to? No, because they both are. You won't be able to find out. If you will find CAT JPY, you won't be able to find out any zone. You won't be able to. So you have to always find out. This side will come minus, it will come plus. So हमेशा कमजोर से मजबूत में आपको जोन ढूंढना है. Okay. For example, GBP/USD. This is my last topic for the day. GBP/USD is over here, and maybe your eye is trained enough, mine is not, and suddenly I got a zone. कितना देर लगा? कितना देर लगा? How many seconds it took to find out a zone? So that's all from mine for today. And again, I would like to end up with one of my favorite quote, that making money into stock market is as easy as making a cup of coffee, but your trade should be 100% process. Or Rina, how much time is showing? How many minutes? How many minutes is left? 4. Oh, so okay, but we will wait outside. Okay. बिना खाए तो जाएंगे नहीं ना. Okay. So thank you very much. Thanks for coming. If you need any kind of assistance, do let me know. Nowadays, I am more busy in my personal trade and my personal commitment. So slowly, I am going to stop all the classes. This year, I have stopped Surat. I have stopped Super Trader. And This month I'm going to stop Comfo forever, and then I will stop Indian Masterclass. GL will remain continued, and I take wastages out of it. I'm planning for something. Actually, I'm trying to become a liquidity provider in the market. We are planning to start. Yesterday I discussed with Rahul that I'm planning to become liquidity provider. Means जो आप करते हैं ना $10 million, तो हम लोग उसमें अब जाने की प्लानिंग कर रहे हैं. So we are planning to become LP. लिक्विडिटी प्रोवाइडर काइंड ऑफ ब्रोकर का बैकअप होता है, तो हम लोग ब्रोकर का बैकअप बनने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. यस प्लीज गो अहेड.
स्टार्टिंग में आपने मैक्सिकन और जेपीवाई का बताया.
यस यस.
उसके बारे में उसकी पोजीशन कैसे हम लोग ले सकते हैं?
जस्ट टेक अ लॉन्ग पोजीशन, वेट फॉर इट इन योर, आई डोंट नो व्हाट ब्रोकर. मैं अपना ब्रोकिंग कंपनी खोलूंगा, आपको बताऊंगा. मैं अभी तक किसी भरोसेमंद को जानता नहीं हूँ.
इंटरेस्ट रेट तो 600% लेवरेज लेके
you will get it in your account. पेपर ट्रेड ट्राई करो ना 6 महीने, you will get it, trust me. So thank you. एंड करने का बटन आ रहा है, एंड इट.